Hey everybody, VP with Metaverse News 1 here, and we're going to do something a little bit different today. It's not going to seem like it's strategy, but it absolutely is. Follow me on this. So as a recap, if you're new here, what we're doing is, our ultimate goal is blueprints, because we feel like that's the highest upside. And we're going to take this time during the alpha to find the maximum levels of efficiency we can possibly find. And also find out how soon at optimal efficiency it takes to get to a scanner, which is what creates blueprints. Now, for today, I have some empty T2 plots I have not even played yet, so we're going to take one of them, and we're going to try to max it out as much as we can and see how far we can get, and then see how long that takes. And in doing so, we should learn a lot. You know, you learn by doing. And I learned a lot yesterday by doing and by reading the comments. Thank you for that, by the way, guys. And also going back to Discord and seeing some stuff over there. Now, if I combine those things with what I learned today, I think we should be well on our way to applying it to some of the other plots I haven't played yet. In particular, that third tier 1 that I'm really trying to optimize before I get started on it. Now, before we go look at that, just want to let you know it's a little bit unnerving, I think. I had this conversation with Johnny in Discord yesterday. Illuvium Zero is very easy. I told you there's people getting anywhere from like 50 all the way up to level 90 from what I heard. I haven't seen it, but I've heard that. And, you know, just like I said in Overworld, if the game is too easy, nobody's going to want to play it because nothing is going to be worth anything when it's that easy to obtain. Now, Johnny assured me it was on purpose, which is unfortunate because what we really wanted to do here was play the game in its true form to see how long it takes to do these things. And the more real it is, the more we can actually simulate it and see what works and what doesn't. When it's too easy like this and everything just works no matter what you do, it's a bit of a bummer. But that's what we have in front of us, so that's what we're going to use. I am an eternal optimist. I will find a good way to utilize what we have in front of us, because I think there are a lot of good ways. And it's kind of a bummer, but I'm an optimist. I think there's still a lot we can glean from all this, and so that's what we're going to do. Now, for what it was worth, we saw a couple bugs yesterday, or what we thought was a bug. That whole thing where you upgrade the Nexus, and you get a prize for that, and you can go claim it. I claimed it, and then it reappeared, and I was able to take it again. That was an actual bug, and I've alerted the right people on that. The mining, where you can just sit there and mine all day over and over again, and it just takes a minute every time, and you can just max out your stats as you go. That, I think, was on purpose, and that was part of the easiness of the game. Again, I just don't see the need to make it that easy that quick. I think they're so afraid of losing people by making it too hard. I think what they're actually going to do is lose a ton of people if this game becomes too easy. But I will just assume that they are very aware of that, or if they're not, that they will over time become aware of that, because things like that can sink your entire project if you're not careful. But anyway, let's move on. Okay, so here we are at my land. Now, if you remember from yesterday, we went to Shard Bluff, we went to Crystal Shores on Tier 1. This blue is Tier 1. We're saving Halcyon C for when we figure things out and get things a lot more optimized. So we're going to go do a Tier 2 today. And I want, because I really want to see how far I can go, you remember yesterday, I said if you have all 3 of these element sites on your land, you could probably just mine all day and total up and total up and total up. So I want one of those. So that's going to eliminate these bottom 2. And I would really love to have one that also had all 3 of these fuel sites too, but I just don't. So it's going to be one of these 2. Let's just go ahead and go with Taiga for today, and we'll work with that. So I'm not going to make you watch me do the whole thing. I think that's pointless. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the beginning where it's empty, show you the end where it's full, tell you how long it took, tell you how far I got, and anything I learned along the way. So we'll go ahead and jump right into that. Okay, here we are at Taiga Boreal. Empty plot. Let's go ahead and set the timer and grind out. Okay, change of plans. So here's what happened. At almost exactly the 1 hour and 4 minute mark, so we'll just round that down to an hour, I started getting corrupted data files that really got in the way of my progression. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So first off, I don't know if you saw it before, but everything is pretty much in a ring here. Most things are. I got carbon, 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 silicone, silicone. These are storage sheds. And these are extractors, which I am bullish on now. I did not completely understand what they were for, but I do like them. Now, over here, I have my one hydrogen pump. I have a bunch of storage here. The problem I was running into was after I upgraded. So let's say I go here, and I want to mine some carbon. You start out on tier 2 at 333. After you upgrade, this number goes to 2,000. And I mined a few times at 2,000, but now it's back to 333. Now, so that's a problem, because let's be honest, a jump from 333 to 2,000 is significant. But what I was getting is something called corrupted data files. That's what the mod said, at least. And they said, yes, that is a bug. I'm like, well, that's really going to get in the way of me trying to get to where I want to get to, because I'm trying to upgrade this guy right here. So I can put in things like a power station and all sorts of other cool stuff. So I can still do that and just grind, 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 but that takes away from the realism. I want to see what a normal person without bugs could do in a certain amount of time. And I was ready to go like 5-6 hours if I had to. But let's just say this is what you can probably do at the 1 hour mark. And I think that's going to be helpful as well. You know, we didn't get to do anything with our 2 fuel resources here. I think I have another Solon, yeah, down here. But I was able to get all these excavators set up, all this storage set up, and 3 different extractors. So that was pretty good. I've upgraded both of these twice, I want to say. Let's see. Yeah, pretty sure I've upgraded both of those twice, which does take a while. Now, I did use these hurry up tokens over here every time I upgrade, because that takes more than a minute. Sometimes it takes 10 or 15 minutes. You certainly want to save those for that purpose. But that's what I did, and this is as far as I was able to get. And we even have plants regrowing now. So it's about time to get back on this. But I just wanted to let you know about what to expect from level 0 all the way to where we got, which was the early stages of level 8. Some of you guys are better, faster game players than I am, so maybe get a bit higher than that. But per hour, starting from 0, this is about what you can expect on a tier 2 land, start to finish. But that's it. Like I said, I'm the eternal optimist. I'm not going to let this stand in my way. We're going to figure out a lot of other really great content to make, despite the fact that I might be a bit hamstrung in how fast I can actually progress. For now, until they patch it up. So that will do it. I will see you next time around here on Metaverse News 1. This is VP. I will see you down the road.